Welcome to another episode of Get a Good Start. Hey folks, I started getagoodstart.com to help other people, and one of the ways I can do that is to introduce you to resources that can help you be successful. The Growth Suite is one of those partners, and their mission is to provide you with the skill set, mindset, and tool set to increase your impact and income. Check out their free resources for Get a Good Start listeners over at thegrowthsuite.com/getagoodstart. Don't forget to visit getagoodstart.com for links to our guests and a list of action items that can help you get a good start. Good morning, everybody. It is July and it is a beautiful day out. I just came back from a walk around the neighborhood and I was thinking about this week's podcast, and I have decided to do a solo show today. It's going to be short. I just want to review some of the things we've covered over the last 6 months. I just want to cover with you some of the highlights from some of the guests in a very condensed form. So let's start it off with the first week. John Willie from the New York Jets came on and we talked about preparation. Now, setting aside a little bit of time to prepare for the next day. I recommend that you set a little time aside right after dinner, before 7, sit down, look at your calendar for the next day. This way, if you have to reach out to somebody because you have to plan something for the early morning, or if you need to get in touch with somebody to do something the next day, you still have a little bit of time. It's still not too late to call. If you wait till right before you go to bed at night, most likely it's too late to call someone to try to arrange to get something done. So my recommendation to you is either before dinner or right after dinner, set aside a little time each day to plan for the next day. Second guest I want to highlight, Mike Reuter from Seton Hall. He talks about starting with the end in mind. I love his quote, think about who you want to be, not what you want to do. Let me repeat that. Think about who you want to be, not what you want to do. Brother Bill McMillan said something similar, and that's really talking about the lifestyle you want to have when you get out in the world. How do we accomplish this? Setting goals, thinking about who you want to be, and then find that path to there. And that's going to take work, dedication, consistency. All these things that I talk about on the show all the time can put you in a position to achieve success, but it starts with you, and it starts with getting started. You have to do something. I love this quote from Pablo Picasso. He said, inspiration does exist, but it must find you working. No truer words have been spoken. You have to be working at it every day to find your path, to find the thing, to get to the place you want to be. You have to build the foundation every day, which leads me to the next guest I want to highlight, who is Rob Bell from the Science Channel. And he talked about building a team. Don't try to shoulder all the work on yourself. Try to be more efficient. Have people smarter than you around you who can help you with ideas and ways of doing things. Also, they can hold you accountable, and you can hold them accountable for what they're trying to achieve. Having a team around you is one of the most important things you can do. Kevin Cummings from Investors Bank, he talks about being a continuous learner. Be humble. Every day, wake up thinking, not that I'm the smartest person in the room, rather, what can I learn today to improve myself, to be a better version of myself? It only takes 15, 20 minutes a day to read, 10, 15 pages of a book. And every month you could be reading 2 or 3 books a month. Success is built on the knowledge you acquire. So start off every day thinking about what you want to learn. How can you make yourself better? Doesn't take a lot of dedication time. It just takes a consistent dedication of a little time every day. Remember, when they built the pyramids, they didn't just drop a big pyramid in the middle of the sand. It took lots of little blocks, little building blocks, days, years of putting those blocks in a foundation and the next level and next level. And then they had this beautiful, amazing monument. Building a pyramid is a great metaphor for building a career or building the life you want. You're not going to have the perfect life day one out of college or day one at the new job. It takes dedication every day of doing little things, little tasks that build to great success. Brian Price talks about just flying the aircraft. There's going to be distractions along the way. People are going to try to knock you out of the box. There's going to be all kinds of things happening around you that could distract you from your goal. Dr. Brian Price talks about when he was learning and training in the Apache helicopter, they said that there are so many of these gauges and dials and computers in the aircraft. But when it comes right down to it, the most important thing they taught him was when all the lights and buzzers and warning lights are going off, forget everything else and just fly the aircraft. In life, there's thousands of distractions. But whatever the goal is for you that day, focus on it and just fly. Your aircraft is your goal. The distractions are the social media accounts and the iPhones and going out with your friends and doing things not pertaining to your goal. So if you're in college and you have a paper to write, turn off the phone. Go to a place that's not your dormitory or your apartment. Practice dedicating yourself to a specific amount of time to do nothing but focus on the task at hand and get it done. Just fly the aircraft. And lastly, I want to talk about one of the most important things you should do every day. Dr. Dave talks about he's got a guy, is his theory or his father-in-law's theory. And that whole thought process of I got a guy is about helping people. Be selfless every day. Don't go into every interaction with someone as, hey, how can they help me? Rather go into it asking them, how can you help them? Be selfless every day. Help people every day, whether it's just merely saying good morning to them, holding the door open. Just help others every day. And you'll find that the return, whether it's just the satisfaction of helping someone or in some point in the future, you needing their help, pays dividends. And it also makes you feel good. So that's it for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. Check out the blog where I have links to the podcasts that I referenced. And I look forward to bringing you new content starting next week with new guests and a lot of new exciting things happening for the back half of this year. Take care and thank you.